My name is Segeni Nge'the, and I'm from Nairobi, Kenya. So our philosophy is share love, spread happiness, because we connect people who work close and then have been separated by distance. And so we like the idea of share love, spread happiness using technology. The business of Moja Wifi is we see that data today is very expensive, and we believe that by bringing free Wi-Fi to the masses, we can run a business that is advertiser supported. So you provide free Wi-Fi, just much like when you go to an airport and there's a free Wi-Fi available. So before you access the Wi-Fi, you see an advertisement and then continue to the Wi-Fi. So that's the premise of our business: is people want data. Internet is important. I mean, by the time you wake up in the morning, how long does it take before you do something on the internet? Some people, it's right in the bed, right? You just already start doing it, right? And that's the reality of our life today. And for many people, this is actually an expensive thing. And so we believe by bringing free Wi-Fi to neighborhoods, to public transport vehicles, to restaurants and bars and public spaces, people will be able to access the internet and would enjoy that experience. And advertisers will be willing to pay for their ads to be seen as people are accessing the internet. It's very interesting. We have a prediction that in the next 10 years, Facebook will change the name from Facebook to Facebank. We believe they will be the next big bank in the world. WhatsApp has now started doing money transfer. We have seen money transfer here in Kenya and how it has revolutionized things. If WhatsApp takes that same direction, it will change how money is transferred within India, and that will grow globally. And so it was said in jest that there'll be a face bank, but I think we're heading in that direction. Communication and money are just seamlessly all coming together through the help of technology. I would attribute it to two things. One is regulatory, two is culture. So regulatory, when the idea of mobile money started, the government was open to the idea. The Central Bank of Kenya, they said, "Oh, this is interesting. I think it's worth our while to invest in this and to support this ecosystem and let it grow." And so they opened the doors to technology leading the revolution in money transfer. And I think that singularly, has been the biggest thing. And then two, just the Kenyan culture. Kenyans are very entrepreneurial, open to new ideas, they'll embrace new things. And so when the idea of this M-Pesa and this money transfer came, people are like, "Oh, what is this? Oh, you can send money? Oh, really? Oh, let me try." And after a while, it's now become almost like an everyday thing. I mean, as we speak today, since I woke up, I have done maybe about 5 M-Pesa transactions, more than I've done with any cash transactions since this morning. Well, it is growing. There's a lot of digital lending now, so you can actually apply for loans on your mobile phone and get the money straight to your mobile phone, so you don't have to go to the bank anymore, fill in papers and things like that. The banks just look at your behavior on your phone. How often are you calling? How much money do you transact? What time of the day do you wake up when you go to sleep? I mean, they have all this information that they have, and based on that, they're able to make decisions on whether they can lend money to you. Just as a side note, I was talking to somebody who's in that industry, and they said one of the factors that they have discovered is that people who call their mom often pay back their loans, because people save mom on their phone, and so they end up paying back their loans. So I think the industry is already making big leaps and innovation towards digital inclusion. So I think it's just a function of time and the right regulatory framework to allow for even more inclusion to continue. We are in a transformational phase. We're moving very fast. Today, people do a lot of socializing more on their phone than in person. Transactions are done a lot on phones rather than in person. And so I think it's good to have conferences like this that allow you to pause and think about what is happening. So there's the excitement of the business side. There's also the reality of our lives are changing as we know it, because you can be caught up in the race without seeing change happening. But when you come to a place like this, you hear different people speaking about different aspects of how the change is impacting their lives and their businesses, whether it's a big company, whether it's an entrepreneur, very different dimensions of how transformation is impacting us. So I like that very much, that you can have this wide variety of different sources of information to draw inspiration from for your next step tomorrow. Yeah, so absolutely, to have Wi-Fi available across the whole of Kenya. So we've already started, and we're now putting Wi-Fi within the matatus, the public service vehicles. People are always stuck in there during traffic, and people like it very much. And we found that people are using that free Wi-Fi to download apps, because when they have their own bundles, it's very expensive to download like heavy apps. So people are saying, oh wow, I can use this to now get this new thing and do these different things. So that's very exciting for us to see how people are embracing the idea of free Wi-Fi. So who knows what other things are out there, for us to see. So our number one goal is to make sure that we're in everywhere providing free Wi-Fi, and of course to make a living from it. So we believe advertisers would like the idea that they could reach a mass number of people by giving them something that they want, free Wi-Fi. Investment bankers, entrepreneurs, people within industry. I mean, it's fascinating, I think. I mean, I've had conversations today about privacy laws. I've had conversations about risk assurance, investments. I mean, it's really great. I think it's a really good thing. I just wish it was done more often, Once a year is too short.
Yeah, we agree.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think it's a very well organized conference, very well selected speakers, very good information, and a very good themes. So from last year, this is my second time, and I believe I'll be with you guys going forward. This is fantastic. Engaging, interactive, and informative.